What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Will back again, here to do some pitcher projections. Today is Sunday, September 7th, and we got a full slate of games. 15, including our matchup of the day, some early ones. We got the Blue Jays versus the Yankees. You got Max Scherzer versus Fried. Um, that should be a good one. Uh, our top five pitchers, K's wise, playing today. Um, You got Dylan Cease out in San Diego with 190. Sonny Gray to St. Louis with 173. Framber Valdez out in Houston with 166. Max Fried in New York with 159. And Charlie Morton out in Detroit with 140. All right. Before we get into the review of yesterday, I'm going to ask you to like, comment, subscribe. There's a couple ways to get my picks. Join the Dub Club. Use code UNK, UNK. You get half off your first month. And the YouTube executive tier. Link in the description. All right. Let's get to it. All right. To review, 16 for 30, 53%. Um, not really good. Let's take a look at some of the sellers. Um, right off the rip, it was just nasty. I had Bassett going over and Gill getting four. Neither one of them did it. Brad Lord, I faded him against the Cubs, and what did he do? He gets 7 Ks. Um, Alcantara, I thought he would get over four. He hooked us. Uh, Martin Perez didn't do shit against the Tigers. Shocking. Wow. Tong with the hook. Keller with the hook. Oh shit. Palante with the hook. Joe Ryan. Shit day yesterday. Um, Brown in Colorado just got 1K. I thought he could get three. Giolito, 2Ks. Um, Ginn, five. And Kikuchi with only one. He had a shit day too, bro. I don't know what was going on with that. Our live parlay, we missed it by three. Like I said, I had Ginn going over. Scuba with the six, and Perez didn't do shit. So, yeah. Pick of the day also. We were hooked by both of them. It was spicy. It was spicy. And I reached. So we're gonna do better. Who was the ass of the day? Yes, like I said, Martin Perez out in Chicago. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, no Ks, bro. And he let up 2 home runs. Martin Perez, ass of the day. On the other side, we have the pitcher of the day, um, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, out in LA with the Dodgers. Almost had a no-hitter. He 8.2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 10 Ks, and 1 home run. Yamamoto, pitcher of the day. All right. My pick of the day. Fade and Scherzer and Sonny Gray should go over against the Giants. Um, that's my pick of the day. And let's get into it to the why. Let's start with Scherzer. His line, 5.5. All right. Okay. Over. For the season, right? 23%. I looked at the head-to-head. Um, both of these were recent in June and July. With the most recent in July, he only got 4 Ks, First meeting, he got 7. Second one, he got 4 with 4 earned runs, 5 hits, 2 home runs, and 1 walk. So the head-to-head was 50-50. I'm looking at his last 5 games, and I'm just like, yeah, man, he's just been ass, bro. And so he's gonna go from 1K against Milwaukee to 6 against the Yankees. I don't think so, bro. I just personally don't think so. I think especially after their most recent meeting with the 4Ks, they pretty much like got him figured out now. It's a wrap for Scherzer. I'm fading him. Sonny Gray, let's check him out. For the season, he's 54%. I looked at his head to head. He got 8 Ks against him. It was last year, 7 innings, 1 earned run, 1 hit. He let up a home run and no walks. So I'm like, all right, let's check out his last 5 games. It's super solid. With 5 against Oakland Athletics, that's kind of shocking, but 7 against Pittsburgh, 6 against Tampa, 7 against the Yankees, 7 against the Cubs. I figure he'll get 6 or should get 6 against San Fran. So that was my rationale with that. Um, like I said, we got 15 games. All the games start early. So if you're in my dub club, if you're in the YouTube executive tier, the picks are there. You know what I mean? And game time starts. The first one is at 12. The video, this video might be out after game time. So, but the picks are there. Live parlay build. Okay, I got you. Um, like I said, it's 15 games. They all start early. I'm going with the last 4 games of the day. In those last 4 games for the live parlay build, we got Houston versus Texas. We got the Padres versus Colorado, Athletics versus the Angels, and Boston versus Arizona. So these games start at 2:30 Eastern Standard. So you'll be able to put in this live parlay. Let's start Houston, Framber. Let's check him out. Okay, I'm finna say, what the hell, bro? All right, his line is at 5.5. Let's check him out. Framber. For the season, he's 56%. We slap on filters, it's 50%. Do they have head to head? Yes. We checked that out. Most recent outing back in July. 6 innings, 10 Ks, no earned runs, 4 hits, no home runs, and no walks. Let's check out his last 5 games. 8 Ks against the Yankees, 5 against Colorado. He had that shit game against Detroit. I don't know what happened there, bro, but 6 against Baltimore and another shit game against the Yankees. I remember these 2 games for sure. Yeah, because I rock with Framber, but he's been, if you look at his last 10, like inconsistent, bro. It's like 1 game good, 1 game bad. You know what I mean? So he's been inconsistent. Um, let's fill out the rest of the picture. Framber. What is his earned runs looking like? Specifically, the last 5 games. This is the most recent trend of what he's gonna give you. And these earned runs, bro, is very, very concerning. Look at that shit. He's averaging 4 earned runs in the last 5 games. That's nasty. Look at the hits. He's averaging 7 hits in the last 5 games. That's crazy. Mm, home runs. Yeah, but not really giving up home runs. It gave up 2 against the Yankees. But you see the concern here. And he's a 5 inning plus guy. He could go six, could go seven. It depends on how well you're batting. All right. And will he walk you? Do he walk a lot? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So back to what is he going to do with these strikeouts here? I'm looking at the last five, eight against the Yankees. Who is he playing? Texas. Let's look at the head to head. Okay, we got enough history here to gauge, right? Hmm. Hmm. Damn, I think I have to go with the safe ass five, bro. Safe ass five. I mean, most recent, like I said, he had 10 against them, but I'm looking at his last five games. There's some inconsistencies here, but he should get to five, bro. But his earned runs, very concerning. You know what I mean? These hits, that's nasty too. But mm, all right, his last game, yeah, he's trending. I guess he should get five. Fuck it. Let me stop wrecking my brain, bro. He should get five. If he don't, then he's back to trash Framber. Um, Patrick Corbin, 3.5. Let's check him out. Patrick. All right. Over 3.5 for the season. He's coming in at 58%. Home games, matchup grade. It likes it. So, so far, he got two things going for him. Head to head. All right, we got to gauge off his last five. These three games were bad, but it was against Philly, Toronto, Kansas City. Then he bounced back with eight against the Angels, and then followed up with five against Arizona. Now he's facing Houston. Hmm, last 10 games. Okay, he's seesawing. These teams, Angels, Detroit, Athletics, Angels, he should have went over, right? But then you got the Yankees, Philly, Toronto, Kansas City, but back to the Angels and he's good. And, so is Houston just as good as Kansas City, Toronto, Philly, and New York? They like right behind those guys, I feel. Just right behind them. Maybe, yeah, right behind them, bro. They all kind of like equal. But in the AL, I'm looking at New York and Kansas City. New York and Kansas City got the edge, I feel, over Houston, in my opinion. Uh, okay, he should get three. I'm gonna go with the safe ass three for Corbin. I haven't really watched him, like in person. I got the MLB package. I try to watch all the games, but I haven't seen Corbin. Haven't watched him to know, like, oh yeah, he's good for a four. It looks like he should be able to. I really should go with the four. That three is, it's not horrible, but it's not the greatest, bro. But Patrick Corbin, fuck it, bro. Let's roll with the four. Four for Corbin, five for Framber. But let's fill out the rest of, let's look at the rest of his picture. Hmm. Hmm. Not good, bro. Look at this. At least three earned runs, five hits. Uh-oh. Is he letting up home runs? Yeah. Uh-oh. Mm-mm. He is. Look, you see this 1 8 inning here, but it was the Angels, and he had high strikeouts, low pitch count at the time, I guess. All right, he's a sporadic ass inning guy, but four at least. Is he walking you? Yes, at least once. All right. So damn. Earned runs and hits. Earned runs and hits. Houston. He still should be. Well, even. All right, last five. Let's go back to his strikeouts, bro. Yeah. Good teams. Not so great teams. Mm, It's gonna be sweaty, bro. It's gonna be sweaty, but I'm gonna stick with that four. You might want to take that three or the under. I don't know. All right, next game we got Dylan Cease versus Tanner Gordon. Tanner Gordon was our pitcher of the day the other day. I think he had like 10, I believe, if my memory serves me correct. And now he got, or was it? I don't know. It might have not have been him. Let me check. 2.5 though. Wow. I believe he was our pitcher of the, yeah, he was. He had 9, bro. He was. Tanner Gordon with the gold chain. I remember. And now they, wow, I feel like, bro, that's so disrespectful, dog. The 2.5K line, I feel like is very, very disrespectful, bro. For the season, he's 64%. Slap on some filters, home game, matchup grade. They like it, right? I'm going over, bro. Like, what? He just had 9Ks and he's gonna go from 9 to 2? No, no, bro. Tanner Gordon, 3Ks. At least, bro. Like, what? This is crazy to me. All right. Hold on. Let's look at the rest of the picture. Let's look at his last 5 games. He's not giving up many earned runs. He gave up 10 against Arizona. That was nasty, but then he got his shit together. Last 10, yeah, he had a moment there where he was really bad and they slapped him with reality. They gave him the gold chain and then he been good ever since. So all right. So I'm going with, let's see, where is he? My boy Tanner Gordon. He's giving you, I'll say 2 earned runs. I'll give you 2. His hits, yeah, it's not super bad. 4 or 5 hits, it's not bad. Home runs, is he giving up home runs? He can, but any pitcher can. The best of them. All right. His pitch count. He is a 6 inning guy. All right. Tanner Gordon, man. Like, hold on, man. Matter of fact, hold on. Is he walking? So what? He's walking, bro. I'm not gonna just put him for the over. He's not just getting 3, bro. Fuck that. Tanner Gordon, 4Ks, bro, plus money. Let's go. Tanner Gordon. All right. If you don't get it, pie in my face, bro. But I'm riding his trend, bro. And his trend, come on, man. Does he have head to head? He does. Look at the head to head. 4Ks. Like, come on, man. In 6 innings of work. And that was last year, you know? Tanner Gordon. Let's go. I'm going 4 for Tanner. This is that's you never seen me do no shit like that. I either go over, I never go all way over. First time, bro. Let's go. NFL Sunday kickoff. Let's go. Let's check out Cease. Dylan Cease. His line is at 6.5 strikeouts. Let's go. For the season, he's coming in at 57%. We slap on some filters. And it's like 50%. Let's reset. Do they have head to head? Yes, they do. We got 3 games here. That's a nice little data set. Okay. He had 8, and his most recent 5. Okay. This most recent outing, 5 Ks, 3 earned runs, 3 hits. He let up a home run and 5 walks. Okay. So, okay, right now, let's see. Last 5 games, 7 against Baltimore, 5 against Seattle, 7 against San Fran, 2 against the Dodgers, 7 against Boston. Hmm. What was that last meeting? Oh shit, he haven't faced him this year. This was all last year. Okay. This was all last year. He haven't faced him this year. Hmm. His line is at 6.5. Will he get 7 against Colorado? All right, let's fill in the rest of the picture. What is his earned runs looking like? At least 2, bro. At least 2. Oh, what about the hits? Okay, that's not too bad. All right. Is he giving up home runs? It's possible. Pitch count, he is a 6 inning guy, or maybe not. No, he's not. Dylan Cease, a 4.5 inning guy. Hmm. Walks, 2 walks. All right. So he doesn't go that long. Hmm. Last 5 games, strikeouts. 7 against Baltimore. And if you look here in the last month, right? Colorado, they don't strike out much. You know, you look here, okay, 20th out of 30. So they top 10 in batting right now. I don't think he gets 7, bro. Um, I don't think he gets 7. I almost don't want to fade him though. Hmm. It's plus money too if I fade him. I think I'm going to, bro. Let's see. Let's take a look at what did they do yesterday against them. Okay. The Colorado pitcher didn't go over, and Randy Vasquez went over. It was a bullpen day, I guess. Um, and he had 3 Ks. So I think we might have to go safe at 6. Because he could go over. I don't see it, but I guess he's trending that way. We'll see. Safe at 6. Next game, Athletics and Angels. You got Luis Severino versus Mitch Ferris. Let's check out Ferris first. His line is at 4.5. Um, for the season, all right, it's one of them guys. He only played 1 game. It was against Kansas City. He went 5 innings. He had 3 Ks, 1 earned run, 3 hits, no home runs, and 2 walks. That's, I would say, impressive, right? You come in your first game and you play in Kansas City and you get 3 Ks and you play for the Angels. Hmm. Okay. I think I just will go. He's playing the Athletics. Hmm. He got 3 and 5 innings against Kansas City. He should get 5 against the Athletics. And where are they? Um, there they go. 13, middle of the pack. I'm rocking with him. Let's go. He should be able to do it. But let's look at it's not much data to look at as far as the earned runs and everything. But I'll fill it in. We going 5Ks. He should give up one earned run, 3 hits. This is the average now, like it'll fill in as he plays more, but that's the data I got to work with. Or you could just not bet him, you know what I mean? It's a couple people on my projection list, right? It's two new guys that I just didn't I left them off. I say, you know what? I'm not gonna force it, bro, because I don't know much, and I should do that here, but I got one game at least. These guys, nothing. So I'm like, man, I know nothing, and I just be guessing. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not gonna guess, bro. I know nothing. I have nothing to look at. It'll be just like flipping a coin, bro. So Severino, let's check him out. Luis Severino. His line, 5.5. For the season, 28%. They don't like it. Away games, matchup grade. That doesn't help. Do they have head to head? Yes, they do. And he only had 5Ks in 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 7 hits, no home runs, no walks. Let's look at his last 5 games. 4 against the Cardinals, 5 against Washington, 6 against Seattle, 8 against Houston, 3 against Cleveland. He's facing the Angels, and they are back at number 1 in strikeouts. His line is at 5.5. I'm gonna go with the safe ass 5, bro. He did it back in May. He could go over, but I don't know, man. Seattle, Houston, oh shit, 8 against Toronto. But you know what I mean? It's not too many times he goes over. I feel like they trying to bait me with the Angels and shit being a high strikeout team. Like I say, he could very well go over, bro. Let's look at the rest of his stats. Severino. Okay. Um, more than 5 games ago, he was, shitty with the earned runs, bro, but seemed like he got it together. Um, hits, he's given up at least 5. Home runs, he got it together, but he could very well slip back into the 6 games ago. Luis. Pitch count. Looks like he's a 5.5 inning guy. Almost 6, depends. Will he walk you? Yes, he will. All right. Frere Severino. Back to the strikeouts. We're going safe as 5. Severino. Okay. Next, I think this is the last game. Yeah, it is. Boston versus Arizona. You got Brian Bello and Ryan Nelson. Both of their lines are at 4.5. Let's check them out. Nelson, Ryan. For the season, 34%. We slap on filters. Nothing. Um, Head to head. Yeah. This was last year though. He went 6 innings, got 7 Ks, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 1 home run. and one walk. His last 5 games. It's kind of like topsy-turvy, but we're looking at least three, right? It's facing Boston. Boston is not, they don't strike out much. They're good batting wise. But the head-to-head, he had 7 last year, and he has 7 against Texas, 3 against Milwaukee, 6 against Cincinnati, 4 Colorado, and 6 against Texas. His line is at 4.5. I think I'm gonna go with 4. Yeah, let's look at the rest of his stats though. I'm leaning 4. Earned runs, yeah, that's a problem, bro. It's giving you 2 at least. The hits, okay. 4 or 5 home runs. Have he been giving up? Yes, he has. Many innings does he pitch? He's a 6 inning guy. And what about the walk situation? He can. He can. All right. I'm gonna go with that 4, bro. Safe as 4, Ryan Nelson. Let's check out Bello. For the season, he's 44%. We slap on filters, 50%. Do they have head-to-head history? Yes, they do. And he only got 2 Ks. This was last year, though. 5 innings, 5 earned runs, 7 hits, no home runs, 4 walks. What has he done lately? 4 against Cleveland, 6 against Baltimore, 5 against New York, 2 against Miami, and 7 against the Padres. It's facing Arizona. Where is Arizona now? They, wow, top 5 in strikeouts lately for the past month. Okay, 4 against Cleveland. We could go safe as 4. How many? Let's look at the rest. What else he been doing? Earned run wise. Hmm. Okay. It's okay. 4 or 5. Um, home runs. He really haven't been giving up home runs. Pitch count. So 5. Yeah, 6 inning guy. It's going over 6. So with that, is he walking people a lot? Because walks equals runs. All right. He should get 5, bro. He should get 5. I'm going over for Bello. He should be able to get it. Boom. And there we have it. Our live parlay is now complete. It coming in at plus 3,893 odds. Um, like I said, join the Dub Club, use code UNC. You get half off your first month. And the YouTube executive tier, right? Link in the description. Uh, join the Discord. That link is in the description. That's free just to join the Discord. And that community is popping. Uh, Me and Dev's been on fire lately, and we plan to keep it up. He got his NFL picks out now. So let's go. We're just gonna keep it up. I'm gonna slap this in, plug this in. We got the pick of the day, and my other picks are coming. And thank you for spending some time with me. And let's get this money, guys.